In 1947, Harry Truman said, "Here is land in its quiet beauty, serving not as the source of water, but as the last receiver of it. To its natural abundance we owe the spectacular plant and animal life that distinguishes the place from all others in the country." In this speech, Harry Truman was talking about the Florida Keys. The Florida Keys are only one example of Florida's geography. Geography is the study of Earth. Geography includes types of land, bodies of water, weather, plants, and animals in a place. It also includes what happens because of the activities of people on Earth. Geography is important because it affects your life. The type of food you eat, what you wear, and even the kind of home you live in are all influenced by geography. Florida is easy to find on a map. That's because Florida is a peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded on three sides by water. What bodies of water are these? Well, the Gulf of Mexico is on the west side and the Atlantic Ocean is on the east side. To the south, the area of water between the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean is known as the Straits of Florida. Florida is in the southeast region of the United States. A region is an area with common features that make it different from other areas. The United States has 4 other regions: the Northeast, Midwest, Southwest, and the West. Each region has physical features such as mountains and rivers that define it. All the states in the same region, such as the Southeast, share some physical features. For example, many states in the Southeast have areas called plains. Plains are large areas of land that are mostly flat. Most of the land in Florida is a plain. A plain is a type of landform. Landforms are any of the shapes that make up the Earth's surface. In addition to the plains, Florida has other landforms. The state has gentle hills, lakes, rivers, and beaches. Florida is divided into 3 main regions: the Gulf Coastal Plain, Central Highlands, and the Atlantic Coastal Plain. Pages 18 and 19 of your Social Studies workbook have excellent descriptions of all 3 regions. Every region of Florida has important bodies of water. Our state is surrounded on 3 sides by salt water, and its interior has dozens of freshwater rivers and streams. Lakes, thousands of them, also dot the interior of Florida. Lake Okeechobee, the largest of these lakes, is one of the largest lakes in the nation. Florida also has many bays. A bay is a body of water that is partly surrounded by land. Florida's rivers have been important to the state throughout its history. Rivers provide transportation and also provide water for growing plants. 2 of Florida's northern rivers make up part of our state's border. The Piedras River on the western side of the Panhandle is the border with Alabama. The St. Mary's River in the northeast marks the border with Georgia. The St. Johns River, a major river in the state, runs through northern Florida too. Some Florida rivers begin in other states. One of these rivers is the Apalachicola. It runs from Georgia through the Florida Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico. The Suwannee River also starts in Georgia and ends on Florida's northwest coast. Another important river in Florida is the Kissimmee. It flows through central Florida, draining into many small lakes. This water then moves south through the Big Cypress Swamp and the Everglades. 2 of these places are examples of wetlands. Did you know that the Everglades is one of the most famous wetland areas in the United States? The Everglades is a chain of lakes, rivers, and wetlands that spread over a large portion of southern Florida. The Everglades is home to more than 1,000 kinds of plants and numerous animals, including more than 350 kinds of birds. Other animals, such as the endangered American crocodile and the Florida panther, also make their home there. The Everglades is an example of one of the many tourist attractions in Florida. Tourists are people who travel for fun. Millions of tourists visit Florida's attractions every year. What tourist attractions do you know about? Tourist attractions are located all over the state. Many of them are located in Florida's major cities. For example, Jacksonville is Florida's largest city with about 800,000 people. There, football fans like watching the Jacksonville Jaguars play. Another sport many people enjoy is racing. Many tourists visit Florida each February for the Daytona 500 car race in Daytona Beach. Some tourist attractions in Florida focus on animals. Miami has a famous zoo called Zoo Miami. This zoo has no cages. Fences and ditches filled with water keep the animals separated from each other and the visitors. In Tampa, visitors can view ocean life at the Florida Aquarium. Florida is home to some popular theme parks, the most famous of which is Walt Disney World in Orlando. Orlando is also home to SeaWorld and Universal Studios. These theme parks attract more than 20 million visitors each year from around the world. Our state has many tourist attractions. For example, Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral draws lots of visitors each year. Tourists also enjoy our state capital of Tallahassee. Members of our government work at the state capitol building there. It's easy to see just how unique Florida is. Its natural beauty, diverse economy, and valuable resources make it an important part of our nation. Florida truly is a national treasure.